waiting for Mali. Oh, okay.
Bali, my papa, I'm going to head. Because you're short. Come to the front, Bali.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We've met 3 restaurants and we were well satisfied that they are adhering to what we are looking for. Cream has got almost 50-50 type of an arrangement, but other restaurants have got majority being South African. We want to make an emphasis, and that's what we said to the owners of the restaurant, that no one should stop employing Zimbabweans here and say the EFF said it doesn't want Zimbabweans. We want Zimbabweans to work here in South Africa. It is their home. They should make no apology about hiring Zimbabweans or any other African brother or sister. But in doing so, they must be well considerate that they are locals who must at all times be given a preference. We will be the first ones if we hear that Zimbabweans are not being hired here in South Africa. But there cannot be an exclusive situation which exclude South Africans. That point everybody has received, and they will all agree that we have a problem of high unemployment and we have a problem of poverty, and it can only be resolved through employment. So we are highly encouraged that we are singing from the same hymn book, and we've got our ears and our eyes on the ground to know and see if indeed things are not done as expected. One of the people we met was a South African manager in one of the restaurants who emphatically made a point to us that they will not sit in the managerial positions to the exclusion of their own. They always make sure that they cover everything. So within the schools, the problems of Zimbabweans in the restaurant is a problem of South Africans. So they must all be treated equally and they must all be paid the same. Others should not be paid less salaries because they are called as Zimbabweans. All those points were made very clear. The Cream leadership apologized for their misbehavior, and they blamed it on their legal department, that someone who gave them a letter not to engage with us. But after they engaged with us outside, with us employed, we raised the issue of tips, that the tips must go to the workers, and that the workers must be guaranteed salaries. They must know how much, especially those who are employed permanently, how much are they earning, and everything else will be a bonus through tips and all of that. In Cream, they said they tax those tips because it's an income and the law allows that. It's a debate for another day, but all we want is that let the tips reach the rightful people. The last one we visited, they said the person who got the tip gets 69% and the rest is shared by the kitchen, which is fair because he will not have delivered nice services and nice food without the kitchen. So we found that practice to be the most favorable one, because the kitchen goes to town, and at the end of the day it's only the front house that gets to benefit from people who enjoyed the meal.